The Unfiltered by Jade.
Jade. Welcome to the Unfiltered by Jade, where we get out of the box and dive into topics that are sidelined. I look forward to entertain, educate, and inspire. Feel free to like, share, subscribe, donate, and make everybody know about this.
Beats by RB Records, a proud sponsor of The Unfiltered by Jade.
Shopping Assistance Jamaica takes the stress away. Our services include online and local shopping in Jamaica for individuals and businesses, personal shopping, purchasing of company and office supplies, importing and exporting small packages across Jamaica and worldwide, helping you to find unique gifts and items for all events and occasions. Contact us at 876-919-5195. Shopping Assistance 2015 at gmail.com. Follow Shopping Assistance on Instagram at Shopping Assist JA, at Twitter at Shopping Assist 5, and Facebook at The Shopping Assistance. Shopping Assistance, your style, your budget. Welcome back to the Unfiltered by Jade. Today we have with us myself as my guest. I have not been solo on this podcast since I think my first season, and now we're in our fourth season, so you know. So today we're going to speak about my book. So in August 17th of this year, I published my first book. And it is called Things Left Unsaid Before I Do, Diary of Gloria Ade-Gold. I am excited about this book. It has been coming from afar away. I have been writing this book for 6 years. 6 years, or a little bit over 6 years. And it's finally out. So the book has 10 chapters, and I'm going to just go through the titles of the chapters. And it's quite a short book, but it is straight to the point, and it is basically doing what it's supposed to do, which is supposed to just give you a little guideline about what I think from my perspective people should know before they get married. So when I thought about writing this book, it was, these are things that I should have known before I had gotten married. If I had known them and the depth of it, being married, the idea of it, and with the person whom I was married to would probably have changed. So I have the first chapter speaks to love yourself first. And this is coming from the fact that I did not love myself enough. I had expected the person whom I was married to love me, and that caused trouble in the marriage from the get-go. Number two speaks about no comparisons. We're not supposed to compare ourselves with anybody, because comparison is the thief of joy. When you sit and you compare yourself with people, it doesn't do anything for your self-esteem, for your pride, for your dignity. It does nothing. And it only destroys you. The third chapter speaks about do not lose yourself. In the aspect of when people get married, they tend to focus everything on the marriage and not even focus on themselves. And people tend to lose themselves trying to make a marriage work. And a marriage can't work if you forget who you are in terms of what you stand for, what you won't settle for, what you deserve, right? And things that you normally do, which is dancing, making yourself happy, watching movies that you like, things like that. People tend to not do it anymore because they're too much focusing on a marriage. The adjusting arena. The adjusting arena speaks about learning. So you're now married, you're in a new environment, you have to start adjusting to new things. And this can be a critical stage. It is hard to adjust to now having a husband, having certain responsibilities that come with being married. And that also can be hard, if not dealt with in a good situation. And number five is being silent and choosing battles wisely. I had to grow in this area. I am still growing in this area, and I know I will still continue to grow in this area. This speaks about not responding to every criticism, not answering and backlashing and mouthing everything that you think you say. This speaks to choosing your battles. You have to figure out, does this deserve me to be upset? Does this deserve an argument? So that's what it speaks about. Chapter 6 speaks about the big E, which is ego. It speaks about me not understanding a man's ego, me not understanding that, hey, men thrive on their ego. That's what makes them. That's what it takes. Whether they are happy or sad, their ego, it's how you treat them. And I had to learn that. What not to compromise on. This is also something big for me, which I had to learn later on that, hey, there are just certain things that you can't compromise on. And you need to know this before you get married, because compromising after can cause problems, because that wasn't who you were on. That was not what it is that you stood for then. And all of a sudden you're changing up stuff. So know what you're not going to compromise on before you get married, so that after the marriage you can say, no, you know this from before. This was not just a get up and go after marriage. You have, what kind of sex partner do I have? This is important. People, especially Christians, tend to not want to speak about sex before they get married. And this is because sometimes they feel like, oh, they're sinning. No, God created sex for marriage. So you need to talk about it before. What are your fantasies? What is it that you think we're going to do? How many times do you want sex? Do you think that you're going to try new things during sex? All of this, have conversations about it. It's vital important, so that you don't feel like you're in a marriage just for sex. So you're in a marriage and you're not getting sex, or you're in a marriage and you don't know what about your body you don't like, what about it you like. I speak about how to love, the five love languages. We tend to not know how to love our partners, because what I realize is that we tend to love our partners like how we want to be loved, and not everybody has the same love language. So I also spoke about the five love languages by Gary Chapman, and said, listen, you have to figure out your partner, what are his or her love languages. How is it that you can know focus on, okay, I'm going to please my partner by doing what my partner loves. So get to know what your partner loves, how to love them, and that will also help. And the last one is the art of forgiveness. And this is a tough situation, because it's something I've struggled with. I've struggled with it. It's something I have struggled with for so long, and it is how to forgive. I struggle with forgiveness, or I had struggled with forgiveness. I didn't forgive easily. I tend to, all right, at a point you tend to hold on to things, and you hold on to it because you know you can always use it back at the person for it. So for whatever reason, you use it back at someone for. So I've learned to, or I'm learning to forgive, and forgiveness plays a big part. It plays a humongous part, whether we want to know it or not, in marriages, in relationships. And people don't teach us to forgive. People don't teach us to talk about things and get things off our chest in a respectable way. People don't teach us that, hey, not because this is your partner and your husband and you love each other means you're not gonna unintentionally hurt each other. People don't tell us that. People just tell you get married and work out your problems. So these, and telling someone that alone does not help them. So, this book, it just gives us that brief little, guideline on how to go about things. And yeah, that's what it's about. So it's a very nice book. People have given me their reviews on it, and people have said that they want to use it for their counseling. People want to send it to friends who are going through problems. So it is a great book. So I'm advising everybody to go and get it. You can get it on Amazon. You can get it on the paperback version or the Kindle version. And if it is that you want links to it, the links are on my page, the Unfiltered by Jade in my bio. You click on the link, which is a link tree link right there. You click on it, and the book is at the top. Or you can go to my very personal page, which is Gloria Ade-Gold. The link tree link is there. Link is at the top, and you click on it, and it takes you directly to where the book is. After you have finished reading the book, please leave a review on the page. Leave a review so others can know what the book is about and how you have enjoyed the book, and leave a rating also. Thank you so much for listening. I hope that this podcast continue blessing you and helping you and just entertaining you and inspiring you to be the best you. Thank you so much, and we'll definitely be back next week, Tuesday, on the Unfiltered by Jade. Thank you.